What AI technologies do you believe will have the greatest impact on shaping career opportunities for students, particularly in technology technical fields? And how can educators prepare them for these roles? Amanda?
Yeah. Yes. I feel technology that can increase productivity will have the greatest impact on what careers are available to our students in the future, and change what those careers currently look like. So, how they are now will potentially look differently in the future based on AI. I think educators need to be cognizant of how AI is being used in careers now, how they can potentially change the skills needed for those careers. Even if AI can replace the human in the job, somebody's still going to need to verify the work to ensure the output that we get is what was intended for. So there's going to still have to be that human element. It's just the roles in these positions may potentially change. There's going to be jobs that AI simply cannot replace. You know, our creative positions, writers, artists, educators are still going to be needed, but their role may look a little bit different, maybe as more of a facilitator versus a leader of the education. Um, but new ideas and contents always going to have to be created for AI to draw from. Um, Otherwise, it's just going to be limited to what we already have. Um, AI can also make work easier, so it can do that end. You know, like we do all the research, but it can do the analyzing of the data, the creating of the presentation, um, where more time can be spent on the actual work needing to be done versus kind of those minutia of creating the presentations.
Yeah. I know a lot of us are definitely have been looking at and digging into those productivity and efficiency tools where we can for sure. Sebastian, how about you?
I completely agree with what Amanda mentioned, in that um, things that administratively have been traditionally done by people, those jobs are going to be impacted and had already being impacted by AI quite heavily. And I also think that even the creative fields, I have friends who work in video game design, and they have mentioned just the impact of um, image generation, and now video generation has really disrupted what they're doing. And I think, again, if we are able to provide students with tools to know how to identify not just the pitfalls, but also some of the amazing things that can be done with these tools. So even getting them to think, traditional storytelling, a lot of times that means that marginalized people haven't been able to share their stories. So this could provide an opportunity for people that have not been able to tell their life story, or to share their perspectives, to be engaged in things like the film industry or video game design. Um, and I think for technical fields, I think it's important for students to understand that AI is going to be used in all sorts of fields that they may not even think of, like in law, um, uh, in the environment, like in the environmental sector has an enormous amount of applications for AI for gathering data, modeling. So again, I think it's like getting students to see how these fields can be interconnected with each other, and then showing them how AI can actually pull these connections together, I think is really important. And so that they can see themselves, regardless of what industry they're going to work in the future, that it can be enhanced with these AI tools that we're already using right now.